Hello, it's Jolie Forrester here from Talking Influence, and I am sat with Alex from Kindred. Alex, it's great to have you here at the show this year, especially as the Influencer Marketing Show stage sponsor.
Thank you, great to be here.
And it's come at a really good time because Kindred is a brand new marketplace that's just launched. So for those who may not know, could you just tell us a little bit about what you do and how you're changing the influencer space?
Sure. So Kindred is a new platform. We're a marketplace that connects brands, charities, and what we call advocates or influencers together. Brands are able to upload campaigns to the platform and give away discounts to people to kind of engage with. And influencers or advocates are able to take those campaigns, share them with their followers so they can pass on a discount for those products to their fans and followers. And a percentage, or at least a percentage of those commissions that influencers get goes to charity. So we're kind of engaging the three different parties together, which is sort of new to the influencer world.
Yeah, definitely. That's really innovative and new. So what encourages these influencers, brands, charities to work with you? What's unique about your platform?
Well, mainly bringing the three of them together in sort of the first time through technology, I suppose, is kind of the big differentiator. So rather than brands having to find influencers or charities that they want to engage with, we bring it all into one place and makes it super easy to kind of do that. So if you're a brand and you want to work with influencers, they can actually come and find you rather than you having to go and find them. And you're able to kind of throw in the charity mix within that. So it's the first place where really brands can just list what offers or what campaigns they might want to promote, and influencers or advocates again can come and find them, but it throws in that charity mix that's mandatory. So we really believe in contributing to charities as the sort of rise of conscious consumers is coming just more and more to the fore. Everyone's getting more conscious around what they should buy and doing social good, and we have made that sort of part of the Kindred landscape, so it's a permanent fixture which we're excited about.
Great, so your session was all about the rise of the conscious consumer, as you just said. So what is the positive effect that influencers and brands can have on charitable donations within their community?
So the most interesting thing about the panel when talking about that was actually that influencers and modern day consumers, if you like, although we talk a lot about charities and social good, our actual giving doesn't compare to how much we talk about it, which was news to me in the session, which was a good insight.
Yeah.
So I think the biggest impact we'll have and the biggest thing we'll be pushing is actually driving that commerce bit around it. So if you do buy something that you want to buy, or you share a product to your followers that you want to share to them and generate commission, it's actually unlocking the element of money to feed through to charities. So I hadn't realised it was really hard for charities to actually engage in influencers, if you like, as a concept. And so hopefully we'll make it really easy for them to get involved in this whole new community and unlock like a whole new universe of donors. And I think that's really exciting because we can do it in mass. So it's pretty cool.
That's super exciting. And how is that changing followers' behaviour, do you think?
Followers' behaviour?
Yeah.
I think that people, and again this is from the panel, are really interested in participating with charities, but again it's this where to start piece. So I think what we've seen with some of the early campaigns that we've run that have already been pretty successful is that followers really get that element of it, and actually when they buy something, of course they feel better about having gone through and purchased something that they want, knowing that they've given something to charity, and actually they haven't had to go through that whole process of working out what charity it's going to go to themselves, but they're supporting something that they like. So it kind of removes a lot of the thinking capacity around it, which hopefully again makes it much easier and faster, so we unlock this whole new charitable kind of audience, if you like.
Great. So you just touched on influencers and charities working together, and actually that's quite often the challenge is working with them in the first place. So how can charities overcome those challenges?
I think there's a lot of potential research to be done about the impact and the positivity that getting involved in not just the influencers, but like the digital and social media community can do for charities. I've done charity campaigns before and participated in charities myself. I'm obviously from the social media sort of generation, and I know how powerful it can be from a marketing perspective. So I think kind of number one, getting some education and research around what it can do for charities is really important, and then working out the quickest and easiest ways to get engaged. Kindred obviously being a really easy place to start, which I would say exactly, but I think that's the whole idea really, is just getting people started on this new front of consumerism, because it is coming and it's definitely happening.
And how can brands go about building authentic brand advocates? How can you start really getting that?
Well, the main starting point is your customers. So if you think about it, your main consumers, your main actual customer base, for a brand, they are your advocates, they buy your stuff. And actually there's no better way of actually saying, right, they actually like my brand because they bought something that we set up. So for me, it's actually going into your customer base, which you will have people with big followings, and actually promoting the concept of actually becoming an advocate for that brand and commercially benefiting from it, so getting commission, but also giving something to charity along the way. So for us, it's about educating the brand that that's actually possible. It's never been possible before since we started. So it's just getting them to get started and introduce that concept to them.
And how do you go about ensuring that it's authentic? That's very much a key word at the moment, isn't it? So how do you go about doing that?
So for us, we have some mechanisms around that when people sign up to Kindred to kind of make sure, from a more technical perspective, there's authenticity applied within people's followers and things like that. Yeah. I think the main thing for brands and the main thing for where Kindred is working again is that we are allowing influencers to choose who they engage with, and that kind of shows a level of authenticity just by the action that you take. So rather than being paid to post for something you might like and feel like you should support, or you're getting paid a lot of money to support, which is fine, we live in a commercial world, we're empowering people to share what they love, and that's kind of our tagline. So I think it's really about that for us, that people can be authentic by default with Kindred. They don't feel like they need to kind of hide anything.
Great. And finally, what can we expect from Kindred in the coming year or so?
Lots and lots of activity. So we're onboarding more and more brands every day. We're working with lots and lots of charities. We've only really just got started, so we're sort of in our soft launch at the moment. This is an amazing event for us to get engaged with, so we're really excited to be in it. Yeah, and it feels like it's a good timing in the industry for something like Kindred to be born. So lots and lots of growth, lots and lots of people using it, and you'll be hearing a lot more about Kindred in the next coming few months and years.
Great stuff, very exciting. Thank you so much for joining me today, and best of luck.
Thanks.
Thanks.